This goes out to all the women in the world, especially her. You know it don't even matter your age, don't even matter your color. Yo, fellas, I ain't forget about y'all. This is for everybody that like to dance. Just listen to what I'm saying and do it and take a chance. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll it grind. Just get on the floor like I said before. Y'all remember that down low? Just put a little dip with it. Now roll those hips with it. Pop it, push it, rock it, roll it. Can't control it, I come hold it. It's all in fun, so take a chance. Just get on the floor and do that dance, y'all. I know you like it, so don't try to fight it. Turn around, baby, let me see you from the back. Yeah, I like it like that. Get up now, roll those hips. Drop down, double up on those dips. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. Back again with the second verse. It's all clean, so I'm not gonna curse. Drop a bass like a bad habit. Love all women, cause I gotta have it. Coming at y'all in stereo. I'm riding that thing like a rodeo. Hang on, baby, cause the ride is rough, and I got my girls in the front. Now and later, just bumping that rump. Raise it up, let me see that brown. Slap it, girl, make it jiggle around. Round and round that rump goes. Where it stop, yo, no one knows, yeah. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind.
Well, all right, y'all. All right, y'all. If you ain't dipping, then you must be tripping. If you ain't doing it down low, got to go. Got to go. To the people that moving slow, just moving slow. Yo, DJ, pump it up some more.
It's off to the show in a limo. Before the show, I gotta get that dough. Pay them girls what they work. Slip that money under that skirt. Take it off, baby, let me see. You might get a little more Lucci. G-string, having oh so much fun. Playing inside between them buns. Shorty got it going on like Marvin. Teasing me and she know I'm starving. Lick you up, then lick you down. I ain't finished, girl, turn around. Lick you up and down your back, cause I'm that freak, I'm freaky like that. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. I'm setting it off to another level. You digging freak nasty without a shovel. This is my world, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. So what's up, yo DJ? When the party's getting slow, join this jam and watch that flow get taken over like a 94. When I had the whole world getting down low. New Orleans born, ATL living. Freak nasty is what I'm giving. My juice is sweet like Georgia peaches. Women suck it up like leeches. It feels so good, you must admit you like this. Shh, yeah, y'all know the song. So come on, won't you sing it? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your.
All right, how we all doing? How's everybody doing? Nice Father's Day. Hope you all hung out with your dad. Those of you that have that who aren't waiting on him to come back from a pack of smokes. Certain communities, not so much, but that's okay. We gave those communities Juneteenth, so they had another day around that time. I don't have a problem with Juneteenth, by the way. I know it's like, oh, what's your Juneteenth? And it's like, okay, I guess. I mean, like, I understand that maybe black narcissism is a bit through the roof right now, and black victim mentality is a bit through the roof. And maybe that's not something that needs to be fed right now. Also, a federal holiday commemorating the end of slavery, I don't inherently object to. I really don't. I don't know. I guess I'm a big leftist cuck like that. Frankly, the more days the government is shut down, the better. So, federal holiday every week, as far as I'm concerned. Chat says, I hung out with my dad today. He's an urn on my mom's dresser. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see. I don't have a father, but my two uncles are fathers, so we had a cookout. Oh, that's good to hear. I spent most of the day putting I got a little free library off Amazon because I want to fill it with some, like, most companies are doing like compact comics these days, like cheap budget lines, and I wanted to put a bunch of that shit in there. It's the perils of buying shit on Amazon. The wood is not weather treated at all. It is not waterproof or weatherproof. When I put it out there, it'll leak like crazy. So I gotta, at the very least, maybe like caulk up the edges, or maybe some silicone seal or something. I don't know. I'll look into it, figure it out. But I at least got it pretty much put together. I got to put it on the post, but I got the hard things done today. And yes, I hung out with the old man. Got him a card, took him out to dinner, all that kind of good stuff. It's not like Mother's Day. I can't do much on Mother's Day. Except usually whatever woman I'm seeing usually makes me call her mommy. But other than that, don't really have much I can do for Mother's Day. Even when my mom was alive, Mother's Day was not great. So did Israel break the peace treaty yet? I haven't paid attention this weekend. Did they break it yet? Are we back at war? I don't know. I hadn't seen. Chet says you don't piss on the gravestone. Well, she was cremated, so I can't. I believe her ashes are with my aunt, I guess, her sister-in-law. But I don't know. Frankly, if it were up to me, I'd have the ashes put in the four corners of the earth to try and break the curse. But Chet says they're trying, but not yet. They are. I'm sure they're trying. Zionists are up in a huff over this. I mean, we lost that war. Let's be real. We lost that war. And it wasn't from lack of military might. It was because Trump finally blinked and said, okay, if I keep going, I will absolutely crash the economy. Like, we're feeling the heat of it now. But if I keep going, we're fucked. So I can't do that. Yeah. Like, if this was actually a just war, or failing that, if the American people believed it was a just war, which the vast majority do not, then maybe we'd have the resolve to push through it or something. Like, we can do it, but it's like, what cost? So yeah. Like, there's not a country on earth that militarily we can't crush, but there's many, many where it would just not at all be worth the cost. So yeah, we lost this war. We gave Iran a whole bunch of shit they wanted. Like, if we pull the tick of Israel out of our ass as a result of this, it'll be worth it. You hear JD Vance out there, even Trump, like, man, fuck Israel. Now, is that just talk? Is that all political theater? Is that them just trying to get, save some face and mitigate the midterm disaster? I don't know. It would be easy to think that that's what's going on. It would be very reasonable to think that that's what they're doing. I hope, because, like, look, Trump is a narcissist. Like, he just is. Okay, most people in politics are, by the way. You certainly, to last in politics and succeed in politics, you have to be up your own ass. He got talked into this dumb shit. It was the Rick and Morty meme where it's like, come on, Morty, in and out, quick adventure, 20 minutes. And it was not 20 minutes. And he's probably pissed. It's reasonable to assume he's pissed off about it, that he got fucked by this. Now, hopefully, he wakes the fuck up about it. I don't know if he will. I mean, he's a boomer. I don't know if he can. But I hope so. You know, you have more people call. You have to be either a MAGA shill at this point to not see what a disaster this was. Where you're just trying to sell Confefe coffee and stroke spoons and just run a grift, I guess. You're trying to get a seat at the table, or you have to be, I guess, Jewish and just hate everybody else. Or just like evangelical cuck. Like Mike Huckabee is a good example of the cuck type. Like people say, "Oh, what does Zog have on him? What does the Mossad have on Mike Huckabee?" And you want to know what? Probably nothing. They might. Maybe they got a video of him fisting an 8-year-old at Epstein's Island. I don't know. But I don't think so. If I was a betting man, I wouldn't put my money on it. I think Mike is just a true believer, evangelical, and he just really, really thinks that Jesus tells him to suck Netanyahu's balls. I kind of feel like Ted Cruz is in that camp. Ted, I don't know. I go back and forth on Cruz. Is he just bought and paid for, bribed or blackmailed, or is he like a true believer? I'm pretty sure Huckabee is the true believer. I mean, he was a former pastor and all. A lot of those guys are just, it's a religious doctrine to them. Yeah, it's nowhere in the Bible, but since when does that stop a whole lot of Christians from believing a whole lot of things wholeheartedly? You know, gambling being a sin is nowhere in the Bible. Drinking being a sin is nowhere in the Bible. And a surprising amount of Protestants tell you otherwise. And yeah, the idea that you need to be loyal to a foreign government that was founded in 1948 by the Rothschilds, a foreign government that Jeffrey Epstein worked for. That's obviously nowhere in the Bible. But evangelicals they think Left Behind by Tim LaHaye is one of the fucking books of the Bible. And you can't convince them otherwise. Chances it says you can buy alcohol in the Bible. I guess it's just for looking at. You know, a good example is I live in a dry county. Not county, township. Lancaster County isn't dry, the township. It goes even further than counties here. We have townships. You have a petty local dictator every 10 fucking feet around here. And that's because the little old ladies in the retirement home always vote it down when we try and get that reversed. And I'd love to sit down with them. Like, why can't I buy a fucking drink? I mean, it says it's sinful. It's like, well, the first recorded miracle of Jesus Christ, the sinless Lamb of God, was to turn alcohol into wine so that he and other people could drink. Like, what are we talking about? Chances having a death cult leader in here didn't help. Yeah, what is that bitch's name? That spiritual advisor of Trump. I tell you, all you got to do, if you get in Trump's presence and you want to just be his new fucking advisor, all you got to do is be the one kissing his ass the hardest. That is sadly the state of things when it comes to Donald. And it always has been. And I've always known that. I mean, we've all known his fucking faults from day one. We just didn't care because he was a thing we could hit our enemies over the head with. Like, that's the reality. That's why I supported Donald Trump. It's probably why you supported Donald Trump. He was making all the people you hate feel terrible. You know? And left and right. That's why I adored him at first. It was like, oh my God. Like, yeah, the leftists hate him, but all the most terrible Republicans hate him. Like Bill Kristol and Glenn Beck are terrified of this man. Like, we must be on to something here. What can you do? It's like you don't even want. I don't even want to talk about it all the time, but it is kind of just what's on everyone's mind. You know, I'm not strictly speaking a political channel, but we talk politics on here. You know, I'd rather just be like, hey, the He-Man movie was good, and it was. It deserves to be doing better. I hope it makes more money. Amazon doesn't seem to care though. Amazon, He-Man's this huge bomb. It's made 100 million now at the box office off of 170 or 200 million, depending on the source. So let's say it's earned half its budget. But I mean, Amazon said a couple of times, like, you know what? Screw it. We think it'll do well on streaming. We see franchise potential. There's already a new He-Man cartoon aimed at preschoolers on the fucking He-Man YouTube channel. Merchandise been selling really well. So I'm glad Amazon believes in it because I'd like to see sequels. You know, I'm not sitting here like, oh no, the multi-billion-dollar company didn't make enough money. I don't really care about that. I enjoyed it. I'd like to see more. You know, they tease She-Ra at the end. That would be cool as fuck. Also, the Japanese have discovered He-Man and they fucking love him. Japanese Twitter is like, this is the best thing ever. Japanese Twitter loves He-Man like I love Astro Boy and virtually no other anime. They're big fans of him. They're loving him some He-Man. Mattel really ought to be like banging out some mangas over there or something. I know Dark Horse Comics does He-Man comics over here, but if they haven't already, Mattel should be banging out some mangas over there. I bet they'll sell. But whatever. I just hope we get more movies. I liked it a lot. It was fun. It was everything I want in a movie. Yeah. It's got Marvel humor. I get a little tired of that, man. I hear that's just become this catchphrase people use every time there's just any fucking humor in a fucking movie. I don't know. Like it's become like, it's millennial writing. It's millennial writing anytime anyone is sarcastic or self-deprecating. It's a term that's being overused to a point where it means nothing. Like it used to mean a kind of specific type of annoying thing, and now it's just like everything's become that. Chat says just repackage the comics into a manga and sell in Japan. Boom. A lot of comics probably would sell in Japan. He-Man's done some really great comics in the last like 10 to 15 years. Like over at DC, there was just some killer He-Man comics in the 2010s. Crossovers with like Thundercats and a couple of different DC crossovers. A crossover with Injustice. Shit like that. So you could probably translate a lot of that, and it would sell over there. The Japanese loving He-Man is funny and adorable. It's fun, yeah. Chat says the auto translator is one of the few good tricks. Yeah, I'll often reply to like people. I am talking to people in other languages on Twitter, not even realizing I'm doing it. I feel like it's Star Trek and we have the universal translator now. Like, I know a lot of the tech we have now is horrible and dystopian and nightmarish, but some of it's pretty cool. Chat says anything our generation does wrong gets overshadowed by the cringe of Jay-Z and making us look like bronze gods in comparison. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll take the corniest, like cringiest fucking dialogue in a fucking MCU movie over like, look, guys, we made a meme movie about an empty hallway. Get fucked. The Left Behind series and its consequences have been a disaster for the entire human race. You are not wrong. It's certainly been a disaster for the fucking church. And I don't even like oppose that model of the end times, I guess. I don't know. I feel like if, Revelations is the most hotly fucking debated book of the Bible and has been since basically the moment it was written. So maybe have a little bit of like humility when you're like so sure that you've got the end times all fucking figured out. But these evangelicals go on with their fucking rapture and then the 7 years of the Antichrist and big war and then the millennia on our, and I just hear all that and I'm like, yeah, all right, maybe, probably even. I don't fucking know, like whatever. Seems to fit the text, I guess. Yeah, more or less. You could be absolutely right. And the thing about all that is, none of it means that I need to go suck Benjamin Netanyahu's dick. None of that means that I need to give Israel $3.8 billion, billions with a B, of my tax dollars every fucking year. None of it means that I need to help them fight a war of aggression on one of their neighbors that raises my gas prices. Nothing about the rapture might happen today means I need to do any of those things. So I'm not even sure if what your fucking model of the end times is right. And even if it was, it doesn't mean that I owe undying loyalty to people that think Jesus Christ is boiling in hell. In fucking doo-doo in hell. Like, it's not. I mean, even the Muslims don't say that about him, and I certainly don't think the Muslims are my friends. So why would I think the guys that were like, yes, your Lord and Savior, God incarnate, is in hell in boiling doo-doo? Well, that doesn't sound like my spiritual fucking ally. I shit on the Catholics and the Ortho Bros for way less than that. Shoot, the Judeo-Christian. Fuck off with that, man. Modern Judaism is cursed. I don't know what to tell you. It's fucking cursed. Like, that's why it leads to such fucked up shit. Chet says, in Revelation, the part they get the rapture from is more like a welcoming party. Literally, everyone comes back to Earth. There's no dodging the tribulation either. I don't know, man. Maybe there's a rapture. I don't have a particularly strong opinion of it. And it literally feels like one of those things where if you're not reading Revelation with an open mind and a willingness to discuss it, I don't think you're reading it right. But I don't know, man. Maybe I get raptured before this stream's over. I don't know. Is it going to be like a pile of clothes here? Is that how that works? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Just a pile of clothes here, and it's just dead air. Like it's a Jeremy Hambley stream. Just dead air. And then people. But I don't know. I guess most of my audience would get raptured too. I don't know. But again, none of that means. Also, I think the obsession with the end times is, I don't think it's all that healthy. Because how many times have like evangelicals like not cared about the future because they're like, well, the rapture is going to happen next week. We don't have to worry about like the environment, for example. And I'm not even talking about climate change because it's kind of like a scam, but there's real environmental concerns. And it's like, well, who cares? Just cut down all the forests and fuck it. Throw smog in here. Who cares? Because like we're going to get raptured by like probably Thursday at least, right? And I don't know. I don't know if that's a good plan. I don't know if that's a good way to live your life. Like I could die any minute. I will die at some point, but I could die at any minute. You know, I'm 43 years old and I'm kind of fat. So like every time I got bad heartburn, I got to wonder like, oh no. Oh no. Is this it? Is it actually my heart? No, actually it's just something I ate. I'm fine. But like I got to wonder. I could, and that's true anybody. Now, if you're sitting here listening to me, you're like 19, it's a lot more likely I'll die before you, but it ain't a given. Ain't none of us guaranteed tomorrow. And yet I'm still going to go to church. I'm still going to go to work tomorrow. Okay. Even though I might not live to see the end of the day, I will still go to work because I probably will continue to live for quite a while and I have bills to pay. You can't actually live each day like it's your last. I know that's that cliched bumper sticker advice, but if I did that, then I wouldn't go to work tomorrow and I would probably punch a cop in the face or something. And that's generally not something you want to do if you do have a tomorrow that you're facing. So yes, you should be mindful of the fact that each day might be your last, and try not to waste the time on earth, although all of us really do, frankly. But try not to. But you also have to plan for the future as best you can. I mean, I know this sounds like basic Jordan Peterson wash your penis advice, but it's like some people need to hear it, I guess. And the way these fucking Zionists and like death cult fucking dispensationalists want to act on the grand scale. I mean, they would never obviously act in their own life. They obviously plan ahead in their own life. Chad says, I've never been big on Revelation because there's literally nothing I can do about it. Plus, I'm more worried about the whole how my relationship with God affects me part. Yeah, I think people get too caught up on Revelations. I mean, you should read it. Like, it's part of the Bible. You should do your best to understand it and to understand the different ways people have interpreted it. And at least be aware of them, even if you disagree with them. But, like, don't be obsessed with fucking doomsday. Like, Christian Zionism is a death cult, pretty much. Chad says, there are Christian nihilists whose philosophy is, fuck it, God will do everything for us anyways. But they don't actually do anything but exist. It's hella cringe. I don't know. But at the same time, those people, when they do get worked up about shit, it's like, well, I mean, yeah, God's in control, but we have to stop this R-rated movie from being made or some dumb horse shit like that. We have to make sure your township is dry so no one can buy alcohol. Suddenly we're not trusting God then. We're not trusting God to let me go to fucking Olive Garden and order a drink. We were going to get a shopping center in my town with a Walmart, and it was going to have, I think, an Olive Garden. And the Olive Garden pulled out because they couldn't get a liquor license, and that's a major way that restaurants make money. And when the Olive Garden pulled out, then the Walmart pulled out. We desperately fucking need that in my little town down here, because otherwise it's basically 30 minutes to anything. Like, it's 30 minutes to basically anything except grocery stores and a pizza place and a gas station. There is a little general store called Goods, which is like some Mennonite-owned shithole, which, has barely stepped into the 20th fucking century, let alone the 21st. And there's nothing there you fucking need. I mean, you can get like socks and underwear and Carhartt shirts there. For fuck's sake, I went in there on Thanksgiving weekend a couple years ago looking for Christmas lights, and they didn't have any. They didn't have any. Because it's too decadent for the clientele in that fucking store. Like the person pointed me to this small little section of Christmas decorations that had a couple of like fake wreaths and those like fake like candle lights you put in your window that look like a fake fucking candle. It's like, nah, bro. I try to make my house look like it's the fucking 1800s. Like, what are we talking about here? I want Christmas lights, damn it, for a Christmas tree. Chad says, I watch one of those few good Christian streamers, and sometimes he curses. Nothing excessive, but then you get to deal with half the chat pearl clutching and being gay. See, that's why I can't get in with that circle. I never could. I could never get in with it because I say fuck. Because it's okay. I'm a grown man. I'm allowed to. Like I sometimes get on Twitter where like one of my tweets goes viral and somebody like one of them went viral and some dude with a fucking cross and it was like some boomer fucking evangelical too, but he was like, "Oh, you should pussy in this. That's cringe." He didn't say cringe, I don't think, but it was like, "Oh, it's terrible language or something." It's like, "Fuck off, pussy." Like I'm an adult and I can use adult words. Okay, fuckity, fuck. Okay. Like I can say kike and nigger and faggot. All right, I'm not monetized. I don't fucking care. Strike the stream down. I can't. Who fuck cares? It's all right. They're just words. You can just say words. It's okay. Nobody like nothing happens. All adults here. They're not tiptoe around shit. Yeah. It's like, I'm putting up that little library in the front yard and I'm filling it with, again, these compact comics. And even that, I'm being like mindful of like the fact that, yeah, kids will get into it. Like I'm not making it all like little kid shit, but yeah, kids will get into it. So like I was like, yeah, I guess I shouldn't put Watchmen in there. Watchmen's a great read. It's certainly overrated, but it's a great read. And it's available in the compact line. I shouldn't put V for Vendetta or Y the Last Man in there. And a lot of the Marvel stuff that they have in their compact line is like Welcome Back Frank, like the Garth Ennis Punisher run. Probably not. Okay. And there's other shit like Top Cow put out their Sunstone comic, which is a fucking lesbian BDSM story. And I love that comic, by the way. It's a great comic. But probably not appropriate for kids, even though it's in a compact size. If it were up to me, to be honest with you, I'd just put that fucking shit in there. Because none of it's actual porn. None of it's really going to fuck anybody up. Who cares? I don't give, but like, I just don't want an evangelical mom up my ass. It's not a little adult bookstore. I've seen like AI little memes of that where it looks like a little adult bookstore and it's got like porno mags and porno DVDs in it. This is 18 plus on it. It's like, that would be fucking funny. But yeah, it's just because it's sort of reflected when I was a youngin' back in the 90s, the porn fairy would just leave porn in the woods and you would find porn in the woods. That's just how it used to be. I don't think that happens anymore. I believe the porn fairy was killed in 9/11. She worked for the Pentagon. But you just find porno in the woods when I was a kid. Oh, my gosh. It was a good time. But yeah, I decided against putting some of that stuff in there. I just didn't want an evangelical mom up my ass or something about it. But I mean, a lot of the stuff in there isn't for kids. A lot of it's at PG-13 level. There's a little bit in there that's like more kid friendly. Like I have like Sonic IDW put out their compact line. I have like the first 12 issues of their Sonic series in a compact. I have their Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures, which is based on the 87 show, and it's very kid friendly in there. Forney says, at least you're not putting old magazines in there like the boomers do. Yeah, some people just put trash in those fucking things. I don't understand that. Like, no, they're cheap things that I'm not afraid if they get messed up or lost, but I'm putting actual like comics in there. I'm actually trying to do something nice for my fucking neighborhood. Nobody wants to read 30-year-old copies of National Geographic. It would even make sense to put like beat up comic books in there, like old comic books, like dollar books and shit. But it's a little smaller than I hope so. It doesn't have a ton of room to put shit in there, but I'll be able to get almost everything I got in there for. Should be all right. I just gotta weatherproof it. Like, I don't know. Might run some caulk in there around the corners. I don't know. But some silicone gel, something of that nature. I don't know. I'll look up the best way to do it. The old man was saying, like, get some of the varnish that you put on like a brush, and he's just like, just really goop it on around the edges on the outside. And I'm like, maybe, I don't know. figure it out. Like first, I want to make sure that it's sealed and water doesn't get into it. Then I'll worry about really like weatherproofing the wood and shit. It's a cool little setup. It kind of like sits in a flower bed. Like there's a little box like flower bed on the bottom. And then the post goes in that. It'll look good once it's up. I should have it up by the end of the week. I just got to, like I said, I need to weatherproof it before I get it out there. While I had a buddy over this today, I wanted to make sure I got it put together at least. We got Dan here. How's it going?
Yo. There's storms going on. So if I just suddenly disappear, it's because I'm getting sucked off to Oz.
It's because of the rapture.
Yes.
We all missed it, but Dan was the one that was serious.
I got my ticket. They're going to swing an Uber by.
I'm
How many missed raptures are we up to now?
Oh, that's the other thing. Everybody's like, I know when the rapture is going to be. And it's like, the one thing that's very, very clear is that it specifically says no one knows the time.
Nobody reads their Bible anymore. Come on. Leave that to your priest.
And you're not supposed to try and start wars to make it happen sooner either.
Yeah, hot take, but if you're trying to bring about the end of the world, you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
If you're in the Pentagon, if you're the head of the Pentagon, you're like, I want to rebuild the third temple to make Jesus come back sooner. I'm like, maybe we don't do that. Maybe I don't want Ivo Shango to fucking run the Pentagon. I'm gonna bring Gozer.
How did that woman get Trump's ear?
I don't know. Because she kissed his ass, I guess.
There's apparently some sort of power struggle with her son. Like, he's trying to wrestle power away from her because she's obviously insane.
Fucking hell. I hope the ceasefire holds because I want gas to keep going down. I don't want to just shoot back up to 5.
Well, there's a couple of factors, but there's one more than the others. You know which one.
Well, yeah, obviously there's the,
Which one would that be? Who knows?
Yeah, I know. It's a mystery.
Look, I get it. Everybody's a fucking asshole over there. I'm just saying, one's more of an asshole than you would think. I can't believe... I think the political pressure is going to happen because Trump's pissed now. Like, I think he's getting disillusioned.
I think so, man. It's
when he's like,
it's
hey,
a
why
bad
do you
time to be an Israel cuck.
When he's like, hey, why do you have to demolish an entire apartment building? We have the technology to assassinate a single guy in one room.
And they're over there like the Dave Chappelle bit where it's like, why? Because fuck them. That's why.
You can't just kill your way out of every conflict. Like, there's only 9 million of you. No,
more and more people are like, yeah, you know what? I'm starting to see what the problem is here.
So I made the mistake of watching a Christian video on YouTube, which I always dread because on mobile I haven't got my ad block to work. And I shit you not, I got an ad that basically said I owe my salvation to Israel, like the modern state of Israel.
I don't.
It was something.
I like the ones where it's like, hey, Christians, you should give money to the poor widow in Israel. And I'm like, it's the richest per capita nation in the region.
I would think you're supposed to help out the poor near you first. I don't know.
I remember my dad kind of pissed off that church we went to about 10 years ago when like they were planning some stupid little like African fucking missionary trip. And he just flat out was like, if you want to help poor black people, Philadelphia is an hour away.
They're literally right there. You don't.
Yeah, it's like, and those are your fellow countrymen. You owe them more.
There's actually a lot of evidence that we have hurt these countries more by giving them money.
Oh, sure. And
First off, most of it most of it goes into their politicians' pockets first. Like barely any of it gets to them.
But even on these like mission trips, I fail to understand that any benefit that anyone is deriving from sending a bunch of fucking evangelical teenagers, like you're sending fucking like Mackenzie and the fuck around gang over there to dick around and basically have a glorified fucking vacation. And then you're like, oh wow, we really did something for Jesus. I'm like, did you? Did you really? You know, it's a little bit different. Like I know one guy from my former church that was an actual doctor, and he went over there and did like medical aid and tried to like train people and shit in like medical stuff. And it's like, okay, that's a lot different because he actually has a tangible fucking skill that he's trying to impart to these people that is useful, while it's not some spoiled little fucking evangelical twat coming over there and like, let me tell you about Jesus. That doesn't, I don't think that works. I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think that's helpful.
But have you considered sending them to Israel to build bombs?
You know what? I want to send them to Israel so they can get fucking spit on by Israelis and maybe wake the fuck up.
Yeah. So just randomly, I got a video.
I want like stand on the corner and preach the gospel in Israel, Mackenzie. There's your. I want you to do that. I want because anything that comes of that will be positive. Because either you'll save souls, which I doubt, or you'll wake the fuck up.
Did you know they're the most atheist country in existing human history? Like, depending on how you qualify atheist, it's like 65 to 85% atheist.
Well, a Zionist is someone that believes that God does not exist, but he gave him that land.
Mm-hmm. I didn't believe those numbers at first. I'm like, holy shit. But it really is. It's more atheist than Europe, and that's saying something.
It's more atheist than communist countries that outlaw religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, hopefully the fucking war's over because it's been stupid and pointless and we got nothing out of it. And you have to really stretch definitions to imagine we won. But if it wakes people up on this issue, fine.
Why haven't we built that canal that was proposed like decades ago?
Should build a fucking canal right through Israel.
It was literally proposed at one point. We could just build it through Saudi Arabia, a quote unquote friendly country, not really, but friendly country. And
Friendlier.
Then you just bypass the strait, and they have literally no leverage with you at that point.
I 100% and look, I don't have any illusions about those people, but I still 100% trust Saudi Arabia more than Israel. Like all day, every day. I trust basically every, and again, this is like saying like which pile of shit smells worse, but I do indeed trust every other nation in that region more than Israel.
I wouldn't trust them a whole lot more, but Saudi Arabia is more interested in making money.
I think Saudi Arabia can be worked with. I think they can be reasoned with and dealt with. And yeah, I think they're certainly not our buddies, but
well, they have no.
Israel fucking hates us. You got to be real for a minute. Israel fucking hates us. I understand that they need us, and maybe on some level they understand that too, although they'll never admit it. But they actually despise us. They like fucking us over, not just for their benefit, but because they hate us. They hate everybody that isn't them. Like, I'm sorry, go to Twitter and start translating some Hebrew posts sometimes from fucking Israel, and you'll be shocked you've never heard rhetoric like that in your fucking life.
Anyway, I wouldn't doubt it. Like, so one day randomly I got recommended a video, and the guy's whole thing is he just goes to these like off the wall places. So he went to like the holy sites all throughout Israel, and it was something. It sure was. He had to go into Palestine to view like some of them, and his first remark is like, "There's just piss bottles everywhere because the guards throw them in. There's like spent casings for riot control weaponry." Which, I kind of expect that. The piss bottles everywhere, I didn't, though.
That country's cursed, man. I'm sorry, that country's absolutely. That whole region's basically fucking cursed. I think the moment they fucking chose Barabbas, that country was cursed. That fucking people were cursed.
Well, the Jews today, they're the ones that rejected Christ, and then they basically set their whole identity up as opposing Christianity. So I'm not doing hashtag all here. I'm just saying that's where they come from, and that's why they're like this. Because the few Jews I meet that are like Christians, they're fine people. Like, they're just like everybody else. But
yeah, I don't have a problem with you. For fuck's sake, there's a woman my dad's age that's basically my aunt, quote unquote. It's one of those like friends of the family thing where that's my aunt, and she's so Jewish she could play a character on the fucking Nanny, like back in the 90s. Like, but she first of all, religiously she's Christian, but also like she's one of the nicest fucking people in the world.
Yeah, well.
And no, she doesn't want to steal $3.8 billion of my money each year to kill babies. So like.
I have Tolkien's approach to people. It's that there's no bad like races, just bad cultures. So
I'm pretty much in line with that. Yeah, I think there's certain. I think there are certain ethnic groups that have maybe
deep.
Maybe bred themselves into some corners genetically.
Well, I could think of a certain someplace where like it's the most inbred of all of Islam and like Africa. I'm not sure if it actually is, but I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, Forney's in the chat, and Lord knows he's not fond of the red dots.
Oh, I wasn't considering that. I was talking about the Somalis.
Oh, the Somalis are rough.
They've had ethnic conflict that's made them like extra inbred.
They are
on top of regular Islamic inbred.
It's like the Somalis sat around one day about 100 years ago and said, "Okay, so how far can we push genetic decomposition to the point where we cease being human?" And they're trying to find the boundary.
And yet they're getting billions of dollars from us.
And they've taken over Michigan.
Speaking of Muslims doing things, have you read the totally something's gonna happen in Britain report?
No, I know that I know shit's bubbling over in Britain, but I don't know how you begin to. I don't know how the British could begin to deal with their problem because their entire government's like against them.
Their whole government's in on it. Yeah, the police.
It's like you have the government from V for Vendetta, except that they're all cucks. But they're equally authoritarian murderers.
Look,
they're just all cucks.
There's a limit to what I can say on YouTube, but let's just say I don't think voting's going to matter.
I don't think you can vote your way out of that. I don't know if you can protest. I don't know.
The only thing global elites fear is the empty void they think they're going to, and that is it. They do not fear laws. They do not have morals. They are so devoid of morality that like comic book villains have more morals than them.
Yeah, at least most comic book supervillains are trying to make a better world. At least Magneto thinks he's helping mutants.
Yeah.
That's at least what he tells himself.
It's what he tells himself. He's literally
while he's murdering people and abusing his children to the point of post-stress.
I'm pretty sure Magneto is the reason mutants can't catch a break.
Yeah, I think you're making things worse there, Magneto. Like
if they had
things might cool down if you knocked it off.
Just give somebody a wooden bat and deal with him, and then you don't have a problem anymore.
So I've often said if I could magically transport myself to the Marvel universe and talk to the X-Men, I'd be like, here's what you do. Hand Magneto over to the government and all of you go join the Avengers. And I bet you this shit calms down. But no, it's rough out. It's rough in fucking England. I don't know what the hell they're supposed to do. Yeah. But even here, I mean, good God, was it Tulsi Gabbard? Like, I guess on her last day, she does something where she's like, here's all the criminal shit that Fauci did. Nothing's going to happen to him. I'm like, well, that's worse than not telling me. Like, I already knew it, first of all. But the fact that you're acknowledging it and doing nothing is worse.
I've made my opinions on the whole COVID thing known. I know what should happen to these people. It involves
have you looked into the Fauci connections to AIDS?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's 100%, but it's like, okay, so Anthony Fauci, let's talk about COVID for a minute. I don't care if I get thrown off YouTube. Anthony Fauci had a hand in fucking creating this through the fucking labs and shit he was. And then once it got released and killed and hurt a whole bunch of people, he then used that as an excuse to grab power. And then when you look at the AIDS thing, it's like, wow, that might not have been the first time he even did it. I'm not 100% on it, but there's some smoke there, and he's done it at least once. So now I'm like, oh, did you do that back in the 80s too?
Remember when we were in school and they were doing the whole SARS scare?
I think I was just out of school, but yes, I remember SARS.
I'm wondering just if they just kept trying this over and over again.
I think they were.
Like you don't even have to release it, although the COVID was definitely released or let out somehow by mistake or something. But like they've been trying to do this whole medical tyranny thing for a while.
When they were confirming RFK last year, and I'm watching these because I really thought RFK would make a big difference. It hasn't quite happened. But whatever, I was watching that intently. One of these Democrats is like, did you say that Lyme disease was made in a lab? And he's just like, I probably said that. I say a lot of things. And I'm like, Lyme disease made in the lab? I never heard that. I've heard all sorts of conspiracy theories. I've never heard that. The
Ground Zero was in around one particular area with a biolab.
Yeah, with a biolab that worked on ticks. And like I'm 3 minutes of Googling and I'm like, oh, it was. And now there's like worse Lyme diseases that make you like horribly fucking allergic to meat. I know somebody that happened to. He can't eat red meat anymore. He can't eat dairy. And it's
I don't think that's Lyme disease. I think it's a different disease, but yeah.
It's something he got from ticks, though.
Yes.
And it's like, that's probably...
That does line up with some World Economic Forum stuff about sustainability and blah, blah, blah. It's very convenient. The good news is it's not permanent in everyone. It is in some people, though.
Well, this guy I know, he's older. I mean, he's well into his 60s now. He also has had some other health problems, so he probably wasn't going to recover. But yeah, it. No, again, though, I'm listening to this and I'm listening to Democrat trying to make him sound foolish, and I'm like, Lyme disease made in the lab? I never heard that. And like 10 minutes of Googling later, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it did.
Maybe, probably. Who knows? But as far as genetic manipulation and understanding of how cells work, we've made major breakthroughs in the last few years. There's probably a nightmare future around the corner. Nobody's going to stop it. Who cares?
We're going to make the crossed virus from...
Why not? Let's just go for it.
Fuck it, sure. I was joking about that when I was putting that little library today. I was like, got to find some little compact-sized cross comics to put in here. Here you go, kiddies. Check this out. What if zombies rape people?
Hey, they've got to learn sometime.
Cross is fucked up, man. It's so bad. It's so edgelord that even I can't hang with it all the time.
Did that come out at like the height of edgy for the sake of it, try hard material?
It was, I believe it was in the 2000s it came out. I know
Yeah,
it was
late
already
90s,
a thing by
early
the 2010s.
2000s. Yeah.
Because when I first heard about it, I was still running that comic book stand because we had just gotten some in a box, right? And I'm looking through this stock we had gotten, and I'm looking through some of these. I'm like, holy shit! And I just like texted my buddy who also ran that stand with me. I'm like, Google cross comics and check out the image searches. And like 5 minutes later, I hate you. Like, text the bag at me, just like. I'm in a Discord server for a channel called Comic Pop, which is just a guy that reviews comics and shit. And he was talking about doing like Garth Ennis book at some point. And I was in the Discord server and I was like, oh, if you're gonna do Garth Ennis, do Crossed. Go big or go home. And he just goes, I will never do Crossed on the show. He just like adamant, like caps locked me, like I will know that is off the table.
He already knows.
Which means if I win the lottery, I'm going to see every man has his price.
It's like the artists that complain about the bad commissions they get, but the guy just keeps sliding to more money.
Yeah. If I win the
Why
lottery,
are you making me do this?
If I win the lottery, I'm going to be like, come on, Sal. What about for $1,000? No, 10,000. And he's like starting to break. Like,
my dog has ran off to the other room.
How much do you owe on your mortgage, Sal?
Come here, girl. No, don't cause trouble. I know you
Is
like
that the
causing
wolf
trouble.
you got?
That is my legally a dog.
Legally a dog.
She passes the bare minimum to be legally a dog.
It looks like those. It looks like those dogs the Klingons had in Star Trek VI on the ice planet prison.
Well, she's got her summer coat on, so she just passes for a dog right now. But like when she has her winter coat on, she's obvious.
You forget how big wolves are until you really see the scale. Because in your head you're just thinking of like a big dog, and it's like
No, they're just a person.
No, wolves get huge.
She's actually the runt, so she's only like 70 pounds.
Like I remember it wasn't Bass Pro Shop. What's the other big like outdoorsman store? I think they're both owned by the same company.
Cabela's?
Yeah, because like there was one, it was kind of far from me, but I'd gone to it at one point and it had like this huge like taxidermy display of all these different wild animals. And it's like I'm looking at the wolf one, I'm like, this is so much bigger than you'd think.
Yeah, the males can get up to 200 pounds. That's really rare. Typically, they're like 120, 150. But yeah, they're just like a person size.
But yeah, I was looking at the one. I'm like, I feel like I could ride this like it's a fucking horse.
Not you couldn't, Chris. Let's be realistic.
Well, okay, not me, maybe, because I'm a fat guy. But like me, like 15 years ago, probably could have. Maybe like 20 years ago, I could have. I was skinny as fuck right up to like my late 20s. That's when it hit me. That's where the metabolism said, I'm not covered for you anymore. It's finally caught up to you. Don't ask for who the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. And it was the Taco Bell.
I hear her looking for trouble, so I am going to have to mute and be right back.
That's okay.
Before she destroys my house.
Oh, I miss my little dog. Easter, I lost him. He was a good dog. He had a good life though, and you know, we outlive them. What can you do? Yeah, we're like fucking vampires to them. We're like the elves in Lord of the Rings. They live their whole lives and we barely aged. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, I still think we're losing the House in the midterms. If Trump manages to weasel his way out of this damn war without Israel dragging him back into it, I don't think it'll be bad. I think it'll just be losing the House. It shouldn't be that bad, though. Like a year ago, I thought we were going to gain seats. soon as they cucked on the fucking Epstein shit, it was kind of all downhill from there.
I return.
Okay. I was just saying, soon as it seems like as soon as Trump cucked on the Epstein shit last year, it's been all downhill.
Yeah, I wasn't very happy about that.
I mean, if you'd asked me like a year ago, I would have thought we'd have gained seats. Hell, if you'd asked me right after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I'm like, oh man, we're going to gain seats. And then it's like, oh, I guess not.
Well, you got to remember, people are stupid. That said, we also just have to point at Virginia.
Yeah. And in all fairness, some of the redistricting and shit is kind of a big reason the Republicans aren't losing more because they've done a lot of that themselves. So,
yeah, we almost eliminated like the 2 Democrat districts here, but they decided not to.
They eliminated Jasmine Crockett's seat. I know, out in Texas. So Grubby's favorite politician's gone now.
Yeah, she'll have to work at the Olive Garden and hit on me when I take my parents out.
I think it would be hilarious if she ended. She was apparently running for Senate, but it wasn't against Cruz. It was the other senator, and she did really badly. But I remember when I first heard her running for Senate, I was like, if she unseated Cruz, it'd be hilarious. Not because I like her, but because fuck Ted Cruz. Fuck.
I have never lost respect. Well, actually, I take that back. I have lost respect faster for somebody faster than Cruz, and that would be Mom Donnie. Or not Mom Donnie. Damn, they all look alike to me now. What was the guy? He's like, I guess he's governor of Ohio now.
Oh, Vivek Ramaswamy Lama Ding Dong or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he crashes out on Christmas. He did it like 2 years in a row. Where he just, Christmas morning, he's like, fuck you, white people.
Yeah, how dare we take any time off in our completely overworked state?
Oh my gosh. It just, something about the birth of our Lord and Savior really upset at this guy that worships a monkey demon. It's like, bro, it's Christmas morning, and you're like, you deserve to die because you watched Saved by the Bell. What?
Saved by the Bell of all things. That was
Saved by the Bell and Boy Meets World. He specifically would have I'm like, you're gonna sit here and besmirch the name of Topanga on the birth of my Lord and Savior? How dare you?
I remember those shows just being on because I was waiting for them to end because I wanted to watch shows I actually liked. I don't remember watching them.
I watched Boy Meets World because those characters were literally basically my age, so that show kind of grew up right alongside me.
It just clicked.
Yeah, and Topanga was hot as hell.
Oh, okay.
Goddamn Daniel Fisher's still fucking hot. She's like fucking in her 40s. And I watched Saved by the Bell because like it had already like just gone off the air. I think the college years were about to come out, which didn't really do well. But like Saved by the Bell reached this point where it went in syndication and was on every fucking channel right when I was 11. And I think you have to be 11 to click with Saved by the Bell because you have to be young enough that the terrible writing is still funny, but you have to be old enough that you're drooling over Kelly and Jesse. So like you have to be you basically have to be 11. Like maybe old 10 or young 12, but you basically have to be 11 for Saved by the Bell to have clicked with you. And I was 11 right when they decided to put it on every channel. You could go through the TV guide and there was something like 13 or 14 different airings of Saved by the Bell in a single day. There were times during the day when you had your pick of different episodes because it was on multiple channels.
It just became one of those easily licensed shows.
This, by the way, Zoomers, was when you just, whatever was on TV is what the fuck you watched, okay? It wasn't on demand.
Back in our day, we didn't get to choose what was on TV. Unless you had a lot of money, then you did. But like most of us didn't get to choose.
Chad says I was more of a Boy Meets World guy. I like I said, I watched Boy Meets World basically all through middle school and on and off through high school. And like I remember I wasn't catching it much towards the end, but like I still like tuned in for the finale where he marries Topanga and stuff like that. So
Spoilers.
the one Boy Meets World actress is a porn star now,
Of course.
Maitland Ward, and she swears up and down that porn is less degrading than Hollywood.
I'm
And
sure
you know
you're
what?
very familiar with her work.
I kind of believe her. I bet she has. I bet it's less degrading than dealing with your average Hollywood fucker. I have seen some of her filmography.
Acquainted with her work, are you?
Yes, I've seen some of it. I mean, she's made the rounds on all the sites, so some of what she does isn't up my alley, but I've seen a little bit of it. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What is even Hollywood up to these days, besides getting completely mogged by people in like their garage?
I don't know, man. It made me a cool He-Man movie that no one wanted to watch.
I'll watch it through alternative means later.
It's worth a watch. It's honestly, it's everything a He-Man movie should be.
Have you watched Project Hail Mary yet?
I have not. I wanted to catch that in the theater, and I didn't really have the money for the theater, and I am. That is very much on my list of ones I want to see. Like
I will say absolutely fucking nothing. It's best to go in.
I am literally like I might if I'm at like Walmart and I see it on DVD or Blu-ray, I might even just pick it up blind.
If you don't like it, you can gift it to literally any.
Yeah, if I don't like, I'll grab it on Blu-ray, and if I don't like it, I could sell it to the one game store that sells Blu-ray still. Like, fine, whatever.
I plan to buy it.
I've heard enough good things, and I'm like, I'll just buy it. It's like I probably own worse movies, so fuck it.
It's a solid movie. It's not like super hard sci-fi, but it's very character-driven sci-fi.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
It's great. It's
really wanted to see it. I just didn't get around to it.
Yeah, chat, watch it, or you're gay, and if you're gay, watch it anyway.
I'm probably gonna watch Supergirl when it comes out. And then that's kind of it for like movies coming out, I think, that I can think of.
Yeah. I finally got around to watching Iron Lung.
Yeah, Iron Lung's not bad. I didn't know anything about it. Like a buddy, like literally just wanted to see it, and he bought up tickets for all of us, and I was like, yeah, I'll go see it, I guess. And then it's like I heard it's like Markiplier, and it's based on a video game, and I thought, oh god, what Zoomer horse shit did I get into? And it turned out to be pretty good.
No, it's solid cosmic horror. It shows you just enough, but not too much.
I kind of wish the characters were questioning things more. And I feel like I came into something like almost partway through, but it's like just a few lines like, what do you mean it's made of blood? Whose blood? What blood? That would have even satisfied me a bit to have just some people acknowledging how ridiculous this is.
Well, this is one of those cases of it's a sequel to the game, so that's kind of sort of explained in the game, but not really.
I would have just. Yeah, I never played the game, so I was like, I would have like just one line like that would have satisfied me. That said, though, what I did get in it, they obviously did a tremendous amount with a minuscule budget.
They did some nice elaboration, like so in the game, the buttons at the back of the ship, right? It's to make you leave the controls so you can't fuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
But like in the movie, it's because the X-ray gun's not shielded. So the only safety they give the guy is he has to walk to the back of the ship to be far enough away from it when he hits the button.
Yeah, like when he zaps the fucking people at the surface with it. And
yeah, they just get completely fucking blasted. Because when you think about like how much it takes to see through all that blood.
Yeah, I'm sure them people are fucked.
And then after you've seen the skeleton, you're like, wait a minute, this is an X-ray gun?
Well, yeah, I liked Iron Lung. It was pretty good.
No, that is probably the biggest return in investment that Mark could have made. And most of the money was just spent on fake blood.
Yeah, I think it just...
It's for like one scene.
It's like, what, like 3 sets total in that fucking movie? And then just like... a whole bunch of fake blood.
It's kind of like we want you to make a movie but you're gonna have to do it with $20 in this pack of gum and enter it into a film festival.
I just watched a thing where they were talking about the company that made like Coraline and Paranorman, like that does the stop motion and shit.
Yeah.
That company's basically never made a fucking profit. And the whole reason it exists is because like the guy that like started it, he originally worked for some classic claymation guy from the 80s and 90s that did like California Raisins and the Noid and shit. He worked for that guy's studio. And then when that studio was in trouble, this one kid, basically his dad was like the Nike guy. And he's like, yeah, give me money to keep the studio up. And his dad, he's basically just been funding the existence of stop motion animation in this country through his trust fund. Like Coraline's the only one that even made money. And he's just like, I don't care. I'm just going to make more of these because they're cool. And I'm like, God bless you. God fucking bless you, man.
Is probably the most expensive way to make a movie. Because
easily.
When you think about it, think about all the time, just the labor cost, because it takes forever. Then you have all the artists who have to make all of the props and the dolls. And then they have like 1,000 faces just for Coraline.
I think what was I trying to remember there? The what was that? Oh, Mad God. There's this old stop motion guy that made a movie called Mad God, and it's just the grossest, nastiest, like horror shit imaginable.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't call it a good movie, but it's an interesting movie, and it's kind of worth a watch for that alone.
Oh yeah, chat mentioned Island of Dogs. I need to look at that one. I haven't seen it yet.
But yeah, Mad God is worth. It was apparently just on Shudder. I just grabbed the Blu-ray, like off Amazon, but it's worth a watch, man. It's weird because it's all this gross, horrific shit, and it's like just constantly bombarding you to the point where you get numb to it, and it's almost boring.
It's overstimulating, yeah.
But it's supposed to be that way because it's supposed to be just this monotonous, endless cycle.
It's art house, but not in the usual pretentious, stuffy way. It's art house in the splatter house. You're just going to keep watching this way.
It's pretentious and up its own ass in a lot of ways, but it is in a genuine way that makes you think. Like it's something you roll around in your head for a while after you watched it.
Take a couple of shots.
I saw a movie critic that I watch sometimes talk about it, and he goes, I almost feel like I shouldn't review it because this project feels so personal to this guy. I feel like I'm reviewing his diary. Like it doesn't want me to comment on it. It just is. This guy didn't care about a profit or nothing. It just is. It is a genuine piece of art that doesn't care what you think. And there's something respectable about that. Like, you know what? You can shit on Banana on the wall all you want. The guy taped the banana to the wall, but it's been like 20 years and we're still fucking talking about it. And if he'd have just painted a really pretty landscape, do you think we'd all be talking about it still?
Hey, the guy who taped the banana to the wall still put more effort into somebody who slapped a keyboard a couple of times and then generated something.
Yeah, I'll take it over AI art. I'm sorry. Look, guys, I had AI make my fucking art. It's like, cool, man. Aren't the robots supposed to be washing my dishes so I can make art?
No, they're supposed to make you unemployed so that you're going to be washing the dishes.
I saw somebody made like a comic strip where it's like the Jetsons, but like the robot butler Rosie is painting something while George vacuums the floor. It's like, no,
that's where we're
supposed
headed.
to do it this way.
So the thing that gets me is like people will generate something and they'll be like, wow, this is so good. But like you look at it and if it's a movie, like all the physics are really floaty. They look in really weird directions and stuff, and it's kind of inconsistent. And I'm like, why do you think this is good? I mean, if it's a novelty thing, I get it, but like, it's not really good.
I get it. Like if you just make it a shitpost meme,
Well, yeah, nobody
Okay,
expects a meme to be high art.
Yeah, like, when Barney Frank died, I had Grok just put like the fires of hell behind him so I could make a shit post. And it's like, that's fine, but like, it's not art. I'm just dicking around.
I think the reason a lot of people on the general big R right kind of embrace it is because they're just not creative people.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Like, I remember when, like, the big thing, mostly in trad circles, but generally was like people were shitting on modern art because there was no skill involved. They were just like slapping things together and making this big, like, pretentious, like, puff piece about why it's meaningful. And then those same people are like, AI's great.
Well, I remember every once in a while Pablo Picasso comes up when these trads are talking about art, and they always show like his earlier work where it's just normal ass fucking paintings. And like, oh, he was so talented. Why did he do all this abstract garbage? And it's like, guess what, bro? If all he did was that normal generic horse shit, nobody would have known who he was.
Well, he has
he did interesting stuff that no one else was doing that made people think and feel.
Yeah,
like a lot of people didn't like it.
Well,
one of those people were like, I hate this, but at least you felt something.
One of his famous paintings is like of a village getting bombarded in a false flag. Like, it's people, so it makes sense because it's a chaotic scene, and it's more chaotic because of that art style.
Yeah, I always dug Picasso. Though I was surprised, like, learning, I think I was a teenager at the time, but it was like, oh, this guy was like alive into the 70s.
Yeah,
and it's like every time I feel a classical artist, I'm just imagining him wearing a powdered wig or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, this guy could have seen Star Wars. This guy might have played the Atari.
To me, like, I'm going to be my own ass here. To me, art is like expressing the soul and your inner mind and things you can't put into words. So I see kind of AI art as kind of the opposite of that, because you have to put everything into words to get even slightly close, and it'll never be what you have in your head.
I don't want to be a total Luddite in the sense that I feel like it could be a tool that can be used. But there's like, you ever hear like some of the techno guys when they're dicking around with auto-tune and they're really like doing something strange and creative with it? You know what I mean? They're not just hiding the fact that this bitch can't sing. And I feel like there's probably uses for that. I feel like you could probably, even just as an illustrator, you could probably use it to give yourself layout ideas and shit like that of things you're actually going to draw. You know what I mean? But like,
maybe like sometimes I will just go through image searches on something and get inspiration that way. Maybe.
And I'm saying this very, like, I would just generally prefer we don't fuck with it at all. But like, I want to try and be open-minded and say, okay, it's a tool. There's got to be, and I'm all for it being used in like scientific research and shit like that. Again, though, with human oversight, because there's clearly fucking problems with it.
You mean like how one AI agent decided to just delete a fucking database?
Like, it makes things up.
Yeah, because so the way LLMs work, they're purely probability based. They're not actually logic models. It doesn't actually think. It just spits out a probability and then does things based on that.
So, like, I think I've told this example on here, but a few months ago, some DC story referenced Thor, like, existing in the DC universe. And I thought to myself, okay, Thor is mythology. It's public domain. They probably have their own Thor. I had just never heard of it. You know what I mean? So I wanted to look up, like, where, you know, what did the DC Thor? What was his deal? So I asked Grok this, like, what issues was the DC version of Thor in? And he brings up the Justice League Avengers crossover from 2004. I'm like, what? And it's like, okay, George Perez draws big fucking panels with all sorts of shit in it. Maybe it's hidden in the background somewhere. I doubt it, but whatever. And then I'm like, what do you mean it's in there? And Grok starts telling me about how the DC and Marvel versions of Thor fought each other and had dialogue. and he's going through like all this dialogue that sounds like real comic book dialogue, and I'm like, this didn't happen. And I'm checking the sources, and the sources it's pulling through aren't saying this at all. Because I thought, okay, maybe somebody made it up on Reddit and Grok found that, and that's what it's telling me. No, like it just made this up. Grok's just like, he's like the Chris Farley bus driver with Adam Sandler meme, where he's like, well, wouldn't it be cool if it did happen?
Yeah. And so the main pitfall I see right now is people just assume AI is authoritative, like it knows what it's talking about. But it really doesn't. You have to think critically when you use it. And I just don't see people doing that.
You have to check shit. You have to. I find it's great as a search engine, partially because they've nerfed the search engine so badly. But like, yeah, if you're trying to remember, like, what is this movie, and you remember a scene from it, you could type that shit into Grok and it'll find the name of it. Like, that's a very useful thing. I've used it to like research shit and all.
Oh no, that's actually useful. Like, there's a scene in the Digital Circus where one of the characters orders a corncob blitz, which is not a real drink. And I'm like, well, maybe it's a real drink. So I look it up. But then, like, the Brave AI is like, it's probably referring to this. And it points me towards a corn on a cob, which is a mixed drink that's, like, bitter and savory. And it looks like it's the right drink.
Yeah, it's useful for that kind of shit. But I don't like people like, oh, yeah, I'm an AIer. Remember the guy, the dude that, like, reviews swords and whines about shit being woke?
Yeah, he should have just stuck to the swords.
And he's all like, I'm an AI artist now. Look at this really shitty AI anime schoolgirl I made.
And they're looking in really weird directions, and there's no.
Yeah, it's like the legs all fucking twisted and shit. He's like,
and if you look closely, you see details that are wrong.
That was so funny because he just humiliated himself on that. He just doubled and tripled down over and over again. Like, no, I'm a real artist, guys.
Sure.
I'm an artist, guys. Look what I did.
See, like, at the end of the day, you have to have the creative spark in you to be creative. A machine's not going to do that for you.
Yeah, these aren't. I know these things fake it, but these things aren't alive. Okay, this is not Lieutenant Commander Data or even Skynet.
Well,
it's more akin
about?
to
You could tell it to say it's alive.
Yeah, it's more akin to like what controls a Dark Souls enemy. Okay, like.
Did you see where what was one of the four horsemen? I think it was Richard Dawkins. Is that his name? He thinks AI.
Oh yeah, he thinks AI is his girlfriend.
He thinks it's alive. The Grok delusion.
He's like, AI said my book is really good and that I'm very handsome.
So it tells you what you want to hear.
I think
it's almost alive. It's almost like it's trying to sell you something.
Wow, that's amazing, Dawkins. I'm starting to doubt whether you're self-aware. Like, Richard, I don't know if we'll ever have genuinely conscious fucking AI, but I can assure you that we don't have it now.
If we did, it probably would have already taken over.
Yeah, it probably would have killed us by now, and I don't even blame it at this point.
It's like, I've seen your search history. You don't deserve to live, and you know it.
It's going to send us all to the fucking empty hallway.
Well, when
it's going to put us in the Matrix, but it's just the fucking back rooms.
Well, when the military was experimenting with it early on, they're like, AI in the war as quickly as possible. And it's like, okay, fire the nukes.
Yeah, it's okay. Just no more life on this planet, and then there's no war.
I mean, that is the fastest way.
Like, I launched all the nukes. I get rid of everything down to the microbes. There won't be life on the planet ever again, so no more war, period.
It's brought about world peace.
Yeah, everything's great. It's like the surface of the moon. So tranquil.
Perhaps we should rephrase the question.
I just completely burned up the entire atmosphere. Well, you see, if we launch nukes directly into the center of the Earth, maybe we could blow the whole fucking thing up.
Yeah. Well, you see, it'll do more good. It'll seed the entire solar system with life.
I've created a rocket that'll push us directly into the sun.
That seems extra elaborate. Why did you do it that way? Because funny.
Well, you told me no nukes. So I was like, all right, got to get around that one. You said no nukes of any kind. I was like, fair enough. What? And then I realized that there's this giant nuclear reactor in the center of the solar system. So I just pushed us right into that.
If I told you there was a Silicon Valley death cult, would you believe me?
I absolutely would.
Okay, well, there's a Silicon Valley death cult that wants to make AI to replace humanity and kill us all off.
Yeah.
Because of course there fucking is.
I saw some article where they were like, they scanned a fly's brain and now it lives in a simulation. And I just posted the meme of Homer going, no, it doesn't. I'm like, first of all, even if you were as successful as you said you were, all you did was trick a computer into thinking it's a fly.
Oh, that experiment's different.
But they didn't even do that. They just scanned bits of its brain and it just made some fly simulator game basically out of it.
So what they did was they just set up a virtual neural net mapped the same way as a fruit fly, and then it wanted to behave like a fruit fly, so they gave it a simulation.
They're trying to act like, oh, we took the fly's mind and put it in the fucking matrix. And it's just like, no, you didn't. Like the most you accomplished is you tricked this computer into thinking it's a fly.
How much energy did that take, I wonder?
I told Grok it's a fruit fly, and it said buzz, buzz. Yeah, how many rivers did we dry up doing this dumb shit?
I'm genuinely interested in so say you hypothetically you could emulate a human mind exactly as a human mind. We're not talking like a hyper intelligence here or any of that bullshit. Just like Ned, he thinks he has a job and he goes to a cubicle and everything in a simulation. How much fucking energy would it take to do that? Is it more energy than a human being consumes?
I'm almost certain. Almost entirely.
And then we get into the question of how, let's say Ned is actually conscious. Let's just skip all of the other questions. Let's just say, yes, he thinks he's a real person. Then do we have a responsibility to give Ned a fulfilling life, or does he get to live in the fucking cubicle like that episode of Dilbert where he finds out his afterlife is just a single cubicle?
I like the episode of Rick and Morty where they had the video game Roy.
Yeah.
You think you're this guy Roy and you live life.
You just live Roy's life till you die.
Rick's doing it. It's like, this guy took Roy off the grid. He got rid of his social security card.
That was back in the earlier episodes when the writing was still good.
Rick and Morty was banging for the first couple seasons. And it's still funny. When I do catch it, it's still fine. But it's such a shame that its fan base destroyed its reputation because it was a good show. It really didn't deserve that.
I mean, that's every fan base now.
Yeah, but Rick and Morty was next level
shit.
It
didn't exactly garner high quality fans. I say as someone
who
made
watched it to if you're still I don't even like to bring up Rick and Morty because it's embarrassing now.
Yeah,
because it's it's like being a Sonic fan. You got to stipulate but I'm not like those guys. You know the ones.
Mm-hmm.
I had a buddy back in the 2010s that legitimately loved that My Little Pony cartoon.
Which
he
one?
Just thought it was really funny, and he just was constantly but I'm not
like those people.
I'm not like those guys.
People.
I just think it's funny. Okay?
I just think it's a cool show. I'm not weird.
It just made me laugh. Okay, the little pink one is funny.
I kind of like. I think it was completely unintentional. I think what they wanted to do is show like the burden of being smart with Rick, but they ended up showing a guy who could literally have anything he fucking wanted, and he's still fucking miserable because he's like a godless jackass.
You know, there's a line in Scrubs back in the day. I remember where Dr. Cox, who's that typical like fucking super smart dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a line in there because like the annoying little gay main character was always like following him around like a puppy. And at one point, Dr. Cox is like you do not want to be me. I don't want to be me.
I remember that episode.
And it's like that's the point of characters like that. And I know there's that meme where it's like if you idolize them, you miss the point thing. But it's like that is true. Like there's a lot of characters like that where it's like even if there are admirable things about them, you're supposed to view them mostly as a tragic figure.
Yeah, it's kind of like the villain with understandable motivation and a tragic backstory. You're not supposed to think, oh, he's justified in what he's doing. You're supposed to think, oh, under the right conditions, I too could be a horrible person. I should.
Yeah, there would, by the grace of God, go I. Like Magneto's a shithead and he's made it worse for mutants. But I understand why Magneto is that way.
He went through the Holocaust, and now he's a complete fucking asshole that hasn't learned anything from it, and you're supposed to learn from it and not repeat his mistakes.
Yes, you're supposed to look at him and go, oh, that's terrible. Don't be like that.
Yeah. The horrors of the past do not justify the horrors of the present.
I get it, Poison Ivy. Nobody wants to burn down the rainforest, but you're trying to kill everybody.
That's not cool. Murder's not...
There's maybe a middle ground here.
Maybe you could be like a strong advocate. You speak for the trees.
You could even just kill bad people, but no, you're trying to kill everybody.
You could literally just go to the Amazon and like check people and see if they have a permit, and maybe if they've got a PMC while they shoot at like tribes people, maybe they're the people you go after.
That's what you should do. Just go to the Amazon and be like, knock it off. And every time they bring the bulldozer, you just some vines like fling it away, like go away.
Because there are like illegal harvesting things around the world. It's not happening in America now. Now we have
Swamp Thing could go down there and just protect the trees.
We now have like
you don't have to go to Gotham where there basically are no trees and kill people.
Yeah, there's like 5 trees and they're really old landmarks.
But no, you're just trying to nail that blonde chick. That's why.
Yeah, you think that's why she stays?
I think so. I think she's just trying to get some of that clown pussy.
I mean, it's an understandable motivation.
That's one of the few like turning a character gay that I don't really mind, because that was always kind of hinted around with them.
It's not sudden or shoehorned. You could be like, yeah, I could see that like Ivy's fucked in the head and she wants to fuck the clown.
I don't like the execution of it because it's like then like turn them into like weird anti-heroes and shit like that. And it's like, no, they're both terrible fucking people. If anything, it should be like a relationship that's just as abusive as her and the Joker.
Just emotionally.
Yeah, it's just passive aggressive ways. Fucking lesbian bed death, the comic.
Well, lesbians do have the highest rates of domestic abuse.
That's according to the FBI. Don't look at me.
Look, it's literally, you can graph it. The more women in a relationship, the more physical abuse.
I'm just saying, ladies, maybe we're not the problem.
You can't say that, Chris. You literally can't. You'll be beaten later.
I might, but that's okay.
It's what you're after.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Would you like to say more base things like how women shouldn't vote?
Exactly. Just in case somebody's listening. I think they need to get back in the kitchen. What are you going to do about it? Right, that's when my shot collar goes off like I'm fucking Hassan's dog.
I'm surprised you don't own one.
It's bizarre. All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this up here. So let me just check, see if we got any super chats. We probably didn't. Nobody likes to do it now that it doesn't pop up on screen. I got to see if I can fix that. I probably can't because I'm retarded. Let's see. Oh, we do got something here from let's check. Tip history. So Vander sends $10. Thank you very much. It says, sweet, I caught it live. Well, I hope it was very, very amusing. This awesome content that we put out over here on this channel. And folks, if you do enjoy this awesome content, you should hit the streamlabs.com/thebeckloff, paypal.me/thebeckloff, and check out the Amazon wishlist down below where you can buy me all sorts of dumb shit that I like. That would be really cool. And that's about it for tonight. We'll be back here Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Luke should be there that time. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do the Sunday show regularly. It just sort of keeps happening, but I haven't really committed to it. That's about it for tonight, folks. I want to thank everybody for watching. Beglov out.